This video's made for adult collectors because bro did not skip leg day. Good lord.
Oh, of course the switch is on the other side. Nope. It's very loud. It's very loud.
Hasbro kind of cooked hard with the new Age of the Primes Wave 1, and the figure I'm most anticipating that isn't the Fallen is Star Optimus Prime, previously known as Star Convoy because he was a Japanese-only character for a while, finally getting a full wide mainline release outside of Asia. Star Optimus Prime though comes out in September. So knowing retailers, that means July because they never listen to street dates. And I've always wanted the original Star Convoy. Never thought it'd be at the bottom of a long forgotten bin at my local shop, Comic Alley Toys, not sponsored. This is G1 Star Convoy, and he is not complete. I'm missing the ramps, guns, and a hot rod, but I do have one of the little truck included thingies, so that's cool. For demonstration purposes, I'll be using Erector because A, Micromaster, and B, funny ass name. This is such a funky ass design for a Prime. He was reformatted into this or something. Not quite sure how Optimus Prime and this correlate with each other, but I do know, if I'm not mistaken, that he fights Super Megatron. God, I need one of those so bad. Oh, imagine we get a Titan Super Megatron after this, $150 price point, tons of accessories. I'd be so down for that, Mark, please. Anyways, this thing, it looks cool. I love the colors and how vibrant the red and blues are. The red is a really nice candy red, and I love the gold chrome on the chest. I'm so shocked this was at the bottom of a bucket with Pooh King Atlas. I don't know what he's covered in, but the chrome on this Star Convoy is completely fine. Kind of speaks to how durable this shit is. I love the head sculpt. I tried to clean the dust as best I could, but apparently it seems I missed a spot.
There we go, all clean.
But the crest and the new shape for the ears is super nice, and the blue eyes. I dig, it's like an Allspark blue type shade. I like that. The arms are a little stubby, honestly. They're the whole cab of the truck, and yet they come off so tiny in robot mode. And the hands are strange, but 1991, what are you gonna do? That was 7 years before I was born. Like I said, I am missing hot rod, so Erector will have to do, but you can put a Micromaster in his chest and store him there. You can also store Lego, blockies, a pen. Okay, the pen doesn't actually fit. And his articulation is, well, 1991.
So one thing I quickly wanted to point out, the hands are sort of 5mm compatible, but not really the greatest. It doesn't really work. Anyways, his articulation is old. And old means there isn't much here. So the head doesn't do anything. That is one solid blue block of plastic. The shoulders then go full 360, and that is a nice ratchet. It feels really nice. There's no in and out motion, sort of. You can unpeg the arms and bring them out, but they're not really meant to do that. No bicep rotation. You have a nice soft detent at the elbow. It's not super loud. I wish it was a little bit chunkier feeling. Nothing at the wrist, but his waist. That's a very nice ratchet, and it can do a full 360 degrees, so you have that. And then the legs are, well, the feet can do that. I was also told to be careful with the feet. I don't recall seeing anything about them breaking, but I am just going to be careful just in case. But the legs do, they do this, but that's for something else. They don't really do much. However, he can move. So there is electronics in this thing, and there's a switch right here on the side. And there are these really nice meaty rubber treads that have survived since the 90s. And if I pull this down, it's going to make the loudest noise known to man. Okay, shut up. There we go. Very loud. Very, very loud. It works on both hard surfaces and soft surfaces, though I found when I put it on my carpet specifically, I have one of those slightly plushier carpets that when you move your hand around it, the shade of the carpet changes because of how it is. And I put him down on that, and he went and fell over. So, what just made that clicky noise? Oh well. But yeah, he does work well on a hard surface, on a carpet, pretty well. On mine, he fell over, but it's still fun to do. It's just really loud.
Now, this does have a base mode, which kind of sucks without the ramps, and seeing as I don't have the ramps, it's gonna look a little bit funky, but base time.
So yeah, the base mode is your typical Transformer base mode of, oh, it's a robot in a yoga pose. So to start with, we are going to actually remove this whole entire assembly back here. This becomes its own little like mobile sort of platform thing. It looks like an airplane tug, even though it's not an airplane tug, but this is where all the batteries are stored. They're in here. It takes 4 AA's because for some reason it needs that much power. And this is where the little gun turret would sit and rotate. But yeah, I like the way that they've actually painted this and made this piece like a useful little vehicle on its own. We're going to put that to the side for now. Then we're going to take Star Convoy here. We're going to fold up the hands because I don't have the guns, so I'm going to fold up the hands. Oh, and these little guns up here rotate. Then we're going to take the front section here. Then we're going to take the whole figure, rotate it 90 degrees that way. Do the splits. Now, the arm does sort of fit in this little slot here, but it's not super even, so I find I have to move it up on an angle just a tiny bit to get it to sit, but it sits. We're going to put him down. We're going to open up the chest panel so that it's facing down like this. Then we are going to take the leg sections here, fold the feet down, open these up, fold this down, and then this piece right here, we're going to flip it upside down, and it's going to peg into this little nub that's hanging out there. And then you would connect the ramps to the front and the back, but I don't have the ramps. And that's his base mode.
That's a base mode. He sits there and looks funny. You can cover him with Micromasters though, so that's fun.
All right, let's make him his actual truck mode. So we're gonna just bring him back into robot mode so I can show you that. Get all that closed, bring this up, peg this in, fold it down, flip up the feet, and there he is. Super easy to do. He's now a robot again. You can't see the top. So to start with, we're going to open this up, take the head, rotate it in, and then close this up here. Then we're going to take the arms, fold in the hands, flip these out to the back, and then rotate them forward 90 degrees. Bring the cannons down, then bring the section up. It will tab together, and that makes the front of the truck. Then we're going to take the waist, rotate it 180 degrees, fold this section down, bring these wheels, fold them down, and they have this really nice chunky clip that goes in here, and it's very satisfying to plug that in and to unplug it. Like, that just feels really nice to do. It's very tactile. A lot of the locking points on this toy are very tactile, which I like. Then you fold the feet down. You can leave them up if you want to give them like a cool spoiler looking thing, but I'm going to leave them down. And well, that's it. That's his truck. It's very big and it's very heavy, but yeah, it's very simple to do. I like it quite a bit. And then obviously if you had the guns, you would put them like there's ports back here and here. You would plug the guns in wherever, but again, I don't have them.
That's one of the goofiest trucks ever. It looks like a massive ass caravan on the back of a small semi truck. I do dig it though. The gap between the truck and the trailer is a bit massive and a little bit of an eyesore, but that's like my only visual gripe. It doesn't do much in this mode, but it can roll. And you can launch Micromasters out the back. The trailer opens up, exposing 2 compartments, and each one of them you can fit these little truck thingies in, and they have like a launcher built in that's activated by this tab at the front. And the yellow knee pad activates said tab, pressing them and bam, you can shoot Erector, Kai, the pen again. It's really fun, and honestly, so is this toy. I'm super excited for the new one later this year. Hopefully at New York Toy Fair I can see it in person. Maybe I'll bring this old one and like take a photo of them next to it if I can fit this in my suitcase. But should you get one? Well, if you like old G1 toys and like this design, then yeah, obviously some 90s jank and so on, but of course it's awesome. Though it can get expensive, like very expensive. When my shop and I were looking at the prices of this thing that it was sold for on eBay, it's over $250, right? But that's been my look at Star Convoy. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.